Hey guys, it's Sandy. So I'm going to show you how to do a 24-hour liver detox. Now, why would you even want to do that? Well, maybe you have felt kind of sluggish and tired or brain fog. Maybe you've been exposed to some toxins like in the environment, just pollution. Maybe you've been exposed to the kind of chemicals that are in toxins that we use every day. That is just about everybody because in our cleaning supplies, in the products that we put on our body, what you put on your skin gets absorbed into your body, laundry detergents, all of that kind of stuff is full of chemicals and coloring agents. All that stuff is toxic to your body. Now, you might just want to do a spring clean. So just like we're going into spring right now and we like to clean our houses and do a spring clean. Well, how about doing a spring clean in your body and just kind of resetting your body, getting it cleansed out and ready for just a healthier you this summer? Maybe this is something you've never done before. That's me. I have never done a detox before. And I thought, why not do this and just kind of give a restart? It also is really helpful if you've been eating a lot of food that's not really good for you, a lot of processed food. A restart to your body, a cleanse to your body is just really good. Now, the liver, it is so important to the body. It is what filters out all the toxins from our body. And believe me, we take a lot of toxins into our body, mostly here in America. So it's important to keep your liver functioning really well. And this is just also going to help cleanse out your digestive system. And let me tell you, I'm going to share in the video what worked, what really didn't work. But I'm telling you, what came out of my body the next day, I was like, oh my gosh. And I am actually somebody who eats, pretty good most of the time. This was not hard to do. I know that there's detoxes that you have to buy supplements and you have to buy all these juices and just drink juice for days. No, that's not this at all. This is 24-hour eating real food, but food that actually does detox the body. So that's the thing I'm going to share with you. And the thing was, this wasn't expensive either because you buy the food to do the detox, but then you have the food for the rest of the week just to be able to
So
eat.
here are the foods I bought at the grocery store. You're going to see a lot of cruciferous vegetables. So you saw Brussels sprouts and the kale. I bought organic and it was already washed. Got some pumpkin seeds, a head of green cabbage, some radishes, some green apples, which are more tart than the usual red Honeycrisp apples that I buy. Have some carrots, a little bunch of parsley. These beets, I also bought organic. I've never bought beets before to make, so that'll be interesting. And then the beet greens that come on that because we need beet greens with that. And then here's another thing. I've never made an artichoke, but we are going to make an artichoke and see how that works. So the cruciferous vegetables are really going to help clean and detox out the digestion or digestive system and the liver. So the day of the detox, it's a Saturday because that was easier for me because I was mostly going to be home. So the very first thing to do in the morning is get a glass of water. It needs to be water that's purified. And then I like to make it warm, so I put it in the microwave for a minute just to have warm water. And you need some lemon. So lemon helps detox the liver, but I make these lemon juice cubes. So I just take lemon juice and I squeeze them into an ice cube tray and I put them in the freezer and then pop them out. And then I always have lemon ready to make lemon water. It makes it super easy for me. And then I'm also putting in a little bit of salt. Now this is real salt. It's not that white table salt. So it just, maybe a half a teaspoon. And that just gives a little bit of nutrients so that I help if I end up getting a headache or something like that. So after about 30 minutes to an hour of letting the lemon water go into my body, then it's time to make the first meal of the day. So I'm going to use the parsley and some kale and the beet greens. So I just chopped off the top. I'm going to use the greens. Then I'm going to show you what spices you need and get 2 carrots and one of your apples ready. Now, we're going to make an apple carrot salad and then we're also going to make a smoothie. So the first thing that we're going to do is make the smoothie. You need like a handful of parsley. So the reason you use parsley, it's so good for your body. It helps the heavy metals in your body bind to the parsley. It's removed in the bowels. It helps increase bile production. It's really rich in antioxidants. So a handful of the parsley and then a handful of beet greens. So you just want the green leaves is what you're doing. And the beet greens, they help fight inflammation. They improve digestion. They're super good for a detox. Beets and beet greens are really good for a detox. And they're really high in many vitamins. And listen, you're going to see my mouth moving because I thought my microphone was on and it wasn't. So I've had to talk over this part of the video because I couldn't redo this part of the video. So as I'm going, it's going to fill up this container, but you can just push it down because greens are easy just to smash down in. So I've got my parsley, my beet greens, and now it's time to put some kale in. And kale is just really good form of fiber. It's great for helping clean out the digestive system. And then it's also really high in vitamins and nutrients too. So it's good to have these cruciferous vegetables to do this detox and cleanse out your system. Now you're going to need three things: nutmeg, ginger, and cinnamon. So first of all, you need a half a teaspoon of nutmeg, and nutmeg is a wonderful detoxifier for the body. It helps prevent cell damage. It's an anti-inflammatory. It's an antioxidant. You need a half a teaspoon of ginger, and ginger again is a great antioxidant. It's also an anti-inflammatory. Our guts get so inflamed. It has a ton of other benefits too. Both of these are just so high in benefits. And then you're going to need 1 teaspoon of cinnamon. It has a ton of benefits too. It's an antioxidant, it's an anti-inflammatory, it's an anti-cancer. It helps prevent heart disease and neurological disorders. And so all of these, this combination is so good. And let me tell you what an antioxidant is. I'm saying the word antioxidant, but you might not realize it's mostly from plant foods and it helps prevent cell damage in your body. And then what you saw is I put water in because you need some kind of fluid. And then also I added a little bit of ice just to make it more palatable if it's cold. And then you're needing half of a green apple. Now listen, you can either put in half a banana or an apple, and this is just to add some sweetness. You don't have to do either. You could do the whole apple in the carrot apple salad you're going to have. You can put half of the apple in here like I am doing, or use half of a banana. And if you don't want any sweetness, don't use it, but I needed a little bit of sweetness. Plus, it's just fruits and vegetables are so good for your body, and plants is what holds antioxidants. So then you just stick on the top and ready to blend it up. While that's blending, I made my carrot and apple salad. So 2 carrots and at least 1/2 or 1 apple. And I'm just cutting these so that makes it a little bit easier to shred. The shredded salad, it just is more appetizing than cutting it in chunks. Now this little gadget right here is one of my favorite things I've ever bought on Amazon. It's a shredder. You're going to see me use it several times in this video. It shreds plants super fast, or fruits and vegetables super fast, but it also is great as a cheese grater. I literally use it all the time. So you can see that the drink is all done. I mixed it for 60 seconds. I just let the NutriBullet do its thing. And in the meantime, I'm shredding up these carrots. And then I just start shredding the apples. It's so easy to do. I love this little gadget. I will actually link it below because I've given this as so many gifts just because it is such an easy thing to use. And it's super easy to clean. So just taking off the apple. And then I'm taking half of a lime and squirting it all over the apple. Now, I had limes in my refrigerator, so I did not need to buy them. I could have also used one of the lemon juice cubes and put that on top of here just to give that citrusy taste. I'm also adding just a little bit of salt. Salt brings out sweetness in the apple and the carrot, so I want a little bit more salt and nutrients. You don't have to do that. And then just stir it up. Now listen, usually I would add raisins and pineapple juice, but this is a cleanse and I don't want any dried fruits and I don't want any juices, nothing like that. This is just real, whole, fresh foods we're eating. I apologize. I didn't know that my microphone was not working, so you're going to hear the dogs walking all around, but I can't redo any of that part of the video.
Your blood sugar goes up and down every time that you are eating, and I don't want that. So there's no snacking in between today. So I'm going to drink this now, see how much I can drink.
Okay, so I'm going to be totally real with you throughout this whole thing so that you can get a good idea of how this really went. So I could not drink this. There was this green foamy stuff at the top, and I had to get rid of it because I just couldn't even drink it and get past it. So I took off the foamy green stuff off the top. Did I take off nutrients also? Yes, but everything's fine. It's totally fine. What was left behind, I still got a wonderful amount of juice. So then I just added some water, shook it up again, and then it was super easy to drink. It went down really easy. I didn't feel like I was trying to chew what I was actually drinking.
The salad is so fresh and so delicious. And even if you wanted to sprinkle a little bit of ginger on here, you could with the carrots. But this is really good. So let's say that you just cannot drink this. Some people can't. I can, but maybe you can't. What I would do, this salad is actually delicious with the carrots and the apples and the lime juice and just a little bit of salt. You could add some ginger in here, some parsley in here, and you're still getting that good antioxidant stuff. So just a couple options, but I'm going to go ahead and eat this breakfast. And then I'll see you at lunchtime. Now it's time to make lunch. So we're going to make a big salad and a sweet potato. I had already made these sweet potatoes in the Instant Pot, so I have this one to make today. But we're going to do a lot of cruciferous vegetables because that's what helps clean out the gut and clean out the liver. And we're going to do some cilantro and some more parsley also because herbs are so good for that too. So I'm going to use my slicer because it makes life so much easier. And let's make a great big salad.
So first of all, I just cut out the core from the cabbage and get all the vegetables ready. So I take the Brussels sprouts and just cut off the bottoms, take off the outside leaves, and get the radishes cut and ready. Everything I've already got washed, and then all I have to do is put it together. So I put a clear bowl just so you could see it easily. I usually don't use this bowl for a salad, but taking the kale and putting in here, but I make sure and take off the stalks. I'm not going to eat those hard stalks. And then I use my slicer because I put the slicing attachment on, and I just start slicing the vegetables. So there's the radishes going in and the cabbage going in, and then I'm going to do the Brussels sprouts also. Now, this is your salad, so you get to pick vegetables that you like the best. I like all of these kind of cruciferous vegetables. You can add broccoli or cauliflower. Those are great also. And then add whatever herbs you want. So I love cilantro, and so I'm adding cilantro and some more parsley to it. Gives more taste. And then I took a carrot, and instead of shredding it this time, I actually diced it up just to give more sweetness to the salad. So you can see I'm just getting the sweet potato cut up and ready, but I decided I wanted a slice of onion also for the color, also for the punch of taste, and onions and garlic are so good for our gut. So this is great for digestion, not so great for your breath. So if you're going to eat this and go someplace, don't add the onion. But I wanted that, and then I also added pumpkin seeds because seeds are so good for us, seeds and nuts. And that just puts a little bit of healthy fat on here.
So it's a large volume of food that you eat, but there's no protein here, so you're not really staying full. So you need enough food to be able to keep, eating to stay full enough. Now the pumpkin seeds will help with that because that's a good healthy fat. I just did a lemon, one of those ice cubes of lemon, and I'm also going to squeeze the other half of the lime on here as far as giving flavoring. Now I love to make my own salad dressing out of different vinegars and oil and seasonings and some onions. So basically I'm putting that on here, but I'm not going to use, it has some different ingredients in it that I'm not going to do while on the cleanse. So I'm just going to use some lemon and lime juice, salt and pepper. Put salt all over my potatoes too, so they can have good flavor. And then I'm just going to drizzle some olive oil on. This is a good olive oil. You want a good extra virgin olive oil, but I need that just for a little more flavor, and good olive oil is really good for you too. Okay, so here I go. I've got a warm food, a big salad, and we're ready for lunch. You guys, the salad is so good. Got the saltiness from the pumpkin seeds and that punch of flavor with the onions in there. The carrot adds a little bit of sweet in there also, and just such a good salad. I didn't know I would like it this much because I'm used to having dressing. So with the lemon juice and that lime, half a lime, really good flavors. So give yourself some time to eat that lunch because I felt like it took me forever to chew that salad. It's just a lot of chewing. It was actually really good. And I ended up putting a little bit of cinnamon on that sweet potato too. So if you're eating this lunch, then watch Netflix or answer emails or do something because it did take a little while to eat. So I got to work out my jaws too. Okay, last meal of the day, we're going to have the same vegetables, but this time we're going to roast them so they taste different. So I put some olive oil and some seasoned salt and salt and pepper on there. I love the company roll salt. I buy my salt always from there now, along with different seasoned salts. They're good on meat and vegetables and soups. Highly recommend them. I just buy it off of Amazon. And then I'm putting some onions and garlic on here also because they're great for the gut and they're great roasted. And you can see in the background that my husband had tacos for supper because he didn't do a detox. But then also I took some ginger just to put that extra herb in because it's so good for our gut for the detox, and I put it on the carrots. Okay, now they're ready to go in the oven. So what I totally forgot to turn my camera on were the artichokes and the beets. So you'll have to look up how to do those. The beets, super easy. You just wash them off, put them in, and roast them, and they are delicious. The skins just come right off of them. So I've got these. I needed to give the carrots just a little bit longer. I did take the artichokes out of the oven. I have to say they were good, but they weren't great. I will never do artichokes again, personally. You might be much better at making them, but I wasn't that good at making them. So here is my plate, the final detox. Everything was so good. I really enjoyed doing this detox. So I shared at the beginning that the amount of stuff that came out of my body was crazy the next day. And also something that I noticed is I had a headache partway through the day too. And I know that we get headaches whenever our bodies are just trying to get toxins out. So I figured that's what it was because it went away. It wasn't like a virus or something like that. You may experience different things when you're getting toxins out of your body too, because your body has got to rid it in some way. So if you do, don't be alarmed. It's 24 hours. If you want to do it longer, absolutely do it longer. Is 24 hours sufficient enough? I don't know. You might need to do a little longer, but it sure does give a jump start. So that's important. Okay, you guys, that's all I have for now. Until next time, I'm out.